How does it feel being a director myself and also the writer of this, or one of the writers of this, and not getting to sit in the big chair and direct it? It's great. No. There are times when I have to remember, okay, I'm in this lane and I can't veer out of that. I have to just sit here and, trust.
Pat's turning and saying, Greg.
But luckily we're in good hands. It's so much easier because Luke is the one doing it. He obviously was instrumental in shaping the story, strengthening the story. He's got a great narrative sense. So he knows the script as well as anybody, and so much of directing is delivering the story.
We had all these kind of script ideas and kind of like first drafts done, and we were originally kind of started working together, kind of pitched like a sort of a Twilight Zone, kind of like episodical TV show. So we sent a bunch to Luke, kind of like our first contact, and he basically said, getting a show done is going to be really tough. Nobody knows who you guys are, you got all this content, but getting your foot in the door is going to be tough. So he said, what I think you should do is focus on one of these scripts you've written, which one you like the most, and develop that into a feature film. First, he kind of came on as a producer, and the more we talked to him, the more we talked about 80s sci-fi films and talked more about the project, we realized that he was really in tune with what we were thinking. He was just right on there with all the references, and he just really just got it. So one day, Graham called me and said, we're kind of looking for a director. I think Luke's our guy.
Dear Greg, we've got a long road ahead of us. I know you've been trying to get to know me a little better, and I haven't always made it easy. Don't take it personally.
I looked at his short film, Scumbag, and just like, yeah, this guy I think he's the right guy for a job. And, here we are week 2, and, he's doing a killer job.
Thank you for saving my life.
I had a friend that was in a sort of a positivity workshop, and she was talking about an accountability partner. And I'd never heard of that before. I was like, what's an accountability partner? She said, it's somebody who you push each other to succeed, to set goals, and you're, somebody that you have to call and check in with. And it was for obviously a positive reason, but I started thinking, what if this was like a negative thing? What if somebody's screw up affected you? And if you take that to its nth degree, life and death, what would that be like? Be patient with me, and we'll get through this. Sincerely, Max.
Okay, let's take a break.
We also tried to incorporate some societal themes into all these different vignettes, and criminal justice. What if it was a parole system where you could be paroled with another person and you were accountable for someone else? And that's kind of how the genesis of it began. And if you take life and death, it's like, okay, if somebody's going to make that bet, make that gamble for freedom versus death, and that's kind of where it started.
Are you out of your fucking mind? What, is this just like a tough guy thing? You have no fear of death, is that it?
I have perspective.
What the hell does that mean? Jesus, fuck, stop!
Armin. Yeah. It's terrifying. First time I met him, he's just got that look, and he just has this just his presence is very intimidating.
Amazing. Armin Garrow is incredible. First of all, his work ethic is insane.
Relax, sport. Huh? I know you're just trying to keep our noses clean. Right? Right. And I appreciate the effort. I really do. Now you've made your position clear. I think it's only fair that I make my position clear to you. But first, I want to make sure I have your undivided attention.
He is so committed to the work that, and he says it himself. This is not me saying it, but he says it. This is his thing. He's all in 100%. This is what he's all about, and it shows.
Nice place.
I mean, everything about him kind of like screams badass.
Within a minute.
But he's like the sweetest guy on earth.
How much trouble did you get in school?
A lot.
Oh, you did? What did you get in trouble for?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Get suspended and stuff like that? Suspended out of the room?
Kick that class.
All right.
Also, his creativity and adding colors and layers to the character, things that were not on the page.
I had this idea, but
Yeah, and he's hilarious too. That's part of the problem as well with him, is that he's too funny.
I'm not even trying to make a laugh.
And all these clever things that he adds is great. And Max has become an actual very likable character because of him. So what's happening is I'll be in a scene with him and I have to look at him and be very scared or angry at him, and I just can't contain it, and I'll just start laughing. And when he knows that something's going to make me laugh, he'll continue to do the thing, obviously.
He's been in all these great gangster roles and shows. But I mean, talking to him, he's just an absolute blast. He's one of the sweetest guys. And he's just so much fun to watch him work. He's just such a pro.
It was very important to us that we get the opening sequence of the movie just right, because that's really the thing that sets up the whole film, not only, but also grabs the audience, makes them want to continue watching. And so it was incredibly important that we cast that just right.
What drew me to it is badass, action, intensity, inner monologue, because there was like, on paper, there's like 3 words. And I'm like, that's gonna be a lot of space with not a lot of words to tell a lot of things without saying much. I like that, bringing that with the action. That's what really interested me in the character. Fuck it.
I sort of resisted the writing thing for a while. I feel like I've gotten better at it over the years. But I resisted it because, no, I want to act, I want to act, I want to act. That's what I want to do. I'm an actor. I write, but I'm an actor. And I think what I've learned is that it all serves each other. Being a good writer makes you a better actor, which makes you a better director, which makes you a better writer, which makes you a better actor. So the more you can kind of practice all those different disciplines, and also being a producer makes you a better writer, because you start writing scripts with an eye towards that. Most people, when you say filmmaking, they think of a director, which is true, but when I think of it as writing, acting, producing, directing. That's making films. It's a holistic approach. You're going to strengthen all 4 disciplines independently.
I met him as an actor when I cast him in the 2014 Fringe play I was doing. We had a ton of people come in, and immediately Graham just like stuck out because of his just, 1, incredible talent, and 2, his like professionalism.
There's partner, huh?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Excuse me, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Anything he's done that I've seen him in, he's always fantastic.
I saw a posting requesting for actors, and I read a little synopsis and the character Harlan, and it spoke to me a little bit because the type I knew normally get cast and I like to play. Harlan was that kind of character, so I submitted. Immediately I heard back from the team.
Those are the worst.
Looks like a bitch.
Yep. Got to get yourself a good pair of work gloves. Rubber grips like these. And they wanted me to audition, and had me audition for a couple different roles, and I got a call back for both of those roles, and Harlan is the one that they liked me for. So closed out 3 years ago.
So, you're done.
They take the bomb, why don't you keep the tattoo?
Cut.
I'm very grateful.
Matt and I both share a love, and Luke too. We all share a love of these sort of sci-fi thrillers of the 1980s and 1990s, kind of B movies that have that cinematic feel, but they're sort of gritty. They're kind of a gut punch when you watch them. They don't pull any punches, they don't apologize. We felt that there was sort of a vacuum of those films right now. Those are the kinds of films we love watching, and that's what we wanted to make.
Okay. A couple things before we start. First, as I'm sure you all have noticed, Chris and Nick are not with us.
In 2015, he approached me about possibly writing together. So we started kind of mixing around a couple of different ideas, and it wasn't until about 2016, about April 2016, where we came up with the concept for Shackled.
The idea of the sharing letter is to express your feelings and have your partner really hear them. Because they're going to read your words out loud, and you're going to read theirs. This is the time for you to be completely honest and tell your partner exactly how you feel. Do not be shy.
I'm 100% instinct. I don't calculate. Sometimes I read a great script. I'm like, my instinct is telling me don't do it. Sometimes the script is not very good. I'm like, yeah, you're going to do this.
Participation is mandatory, Max.
From day one, when I read the casting call, I'm like, I'm going to do this one. I had a good feeling about it.
Perfect time.
Perfect.
Thank you, George. What else can I say but thank you? Thank you for saving my life.
You know you have a good thing going when you're on a day where you're not working as an actor that day, but you're just watching the monitor and you're getting excited. You're like, oh God, I can't wait. This movie's gonna rock.
It's really good, guys. Some nice honesty there. All right, good, guys. Let's give him a hand. Okay. Greg, let's hear Max's letter.
Keep an eye out for Shackled. It's going to be a fun, wild ride. Take your breath away.
Do I have your attention? Good.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's incredibly gratifying. I think the luckiest person I know personally, so I feel great.